Hi, this is Miss Cox, and I'm going to show you how to do the Favorite Animals challenge. So this is all about arrays, which are really exciting because they're variables that store a bunch of different stuff all at once. But we have to put them in these weird brackets, and then we have to kind of call on the variable and the index number, the number of the item in the array. So let's get started. We're going to display top 3 favorite animals. So I'm going to call it var animal equals, and then I like, wrong brackets, I like dogs. I'll just say 1. Dog, cat, mouse. Now what's the problem here? Did you guys catch it? Well, 1, I need a semicolon at the end. But the other thing is, when we're using text, remember you always need quotation marks around the text. Otherwise, it will not read it as like words that you want actually printed. Now, let's see what the next step is. It says, use a while loop to display each of the animals on the screen using text command. So we're going to use a while loop, while, and the thing is, we wouldn't want our variable, because remember we're going to start with a variable here, we wouldn't want our variable to be animal since it really is just, storing names of animals. So I'm going to need to create a new variable. Var, we'll call it var count, because I'm basically using it to count, and I'll call it equal to 0 for now, so the count is 0. Then I'm going to say while count, because I'm counting, well, the count is less than, we'll say animal length, okay, because basically we have 3 items in here. So we're going to say, well, the count is less than the length of the animals, though that's confusing because animals actually have a length. We're talking about the length of the variable. Then I want it to print some text. So before that, though, we might want to change the color of the text. That's why it's saying fill up here. So if you want to change the color of the text, maybe you want your text to be blue, your favorite color. I know blue is everyone's favorite color, right? And then I'm going to put the text. Text, and remember, it's message, x, y, and then width and height potentially. So I'm going to start with a message. The message is going to be animal, bracket, 1, comma, and let me think about this. If I put animal 1, which one is it going to give me? It's going to give me cat. And it's not going to change if I use just 1 here. It's not going to loop this and change that number. So what I'm going to do is, this time I'm going to use count. I'm going to use that number, count, as whatever number I'm on. Then, let's say I'm going to just put this stuff kind of like 50-50. 50 over, 50 down, parentheses. Now, there's a problem. Do you guys see my problem? It's giving me this annoying little oh no's thing, and that's because I didn't tell it to increase count. It's just repeating this forever because count is not increasing. So I need to actually go count, and you could do plus plus. I like plus equals 1. That helps remind me that it's going to be equal to an additional 1, but it's totally up to you. And you'll see there's now a problem. It says, are you increasing the y coordinate? Well, right now they're all on top of each other because the y here, this y number is not changing. So I'm going to add, let's say 50 times the count. But if you remember, this happened in the video before this. If you just multiply by the count, the first count is 0, and so it's really going to cut off that first word. So I'm going to add an extra 50 onto this first one. That way you can see all of them. Awesome. Now, the last step is changing things. So let's try this out. It says, now you have a loop to display your array of animals. Test it out by adding 2 more animals. All right, so let's add 2 more animals. And I'm going to let you do this, but this will help you finish up. Try adding a couple more animals, and what should automatically happen is you should see your 2 animals automatically appear down here, if you did it right. Hopefully this helps you with your favorite animals. Good luck.